Motaz, thanks again for taking part in this MMA episode and so on. And alright, we discussed many lovely things about your career, but now we're discussing something about MMA. Now let us remind you said that Khabib is the greatest Malin expert and the greatest guy down when you're on a grounded opponent, right? And
yes, for sure.
You still stand by this, right?
Yes.
Definitely.
I still think he's the greatest person at ground and pound. Worst person to have on top of you. Yeah, I still stand by that 100%.
Oh, it's great. Would you like to name two more guys for ground and pound experts? When they're on top of you, when they posture up, you're definitely in a big trouble.
Ground and pound?
Yes.
I mean, for me, when I was younger, I didn't really watch MMA like that, but I know someone who was really good at ground and pound was Mark Coleman. They talked about him a lot. They said he had really good ground and pound. I didn't really get to watch, so I'm going to say Mark Coleman.
Yes.
Who else? Right now, in this day and age, I can't think of no one right off the top of my head, but I know a couple guys who are really good at in their style, is to take people down and to stay on top of them. And pressure is Colby Covington and Kamaru Usman. I want to say they're great at ground and pounding, but that's who comes right off the top of my head.
Oh, it's awesome, but you know.
If I were to think right now, I mean, I would say Khabib and all the people.
Yeah. But you know,
yes.
the reason I ask you this is because my list contains of Khabib, contains of Randy Couture, and contains of you. I think you could be pretty much in top 3 because I'd like to see you against a very big name.
Oh,
but yeah.
Oh, my man. Hey, thank you. I appreciate it. I'd hope to have my name up there in the top eventually. You know. I'm glad that you think I'm one of them. I appreciate that.
But I'm serious.
Yeah, I think my ground and pound is really good. I've worked on it a lot, so I don't just do it and it just happens. I do, and we do ground and pound about 3-4 times a week, so we get after it, you know.
Yeah, I see it. The best all-arounder in the world of UFC for you.
The best all-around fighter?
Yes.
The best. Number 1. George St. Pierre, 100%. I'll put him as number 1. Number 2, if I have to say, let's see. I want to put Kamaru Usman number 2, but I really like his style. I think he can strike, wrestle, jiu-jitsu, grapple, jiu-jitsu, whatever it is. I think he's really good. Zabit. I put Zabit number 2.
Yes.
That man is good. I think he will be the champ one day. He is really, really, really good. And then all around, let's see. Maybe Tyrone Woodley, possibly. He's got a lot of power. He can strike. His wrestling is great. His jiu-jitsu is pretty good. Or Demetrius Johnson. I'll probably put Demetrius Johnson up there too. I'll probably put him at 3.
Yeah, absolutely.
George St. Pierre, Zabit, and Demetrius Johnson. Those guys, all around, you're never going to find a hole in their game. You know, they're good literally everywhere they go and everywhere they are. So I'd probably say them 3, for sure.
About BJJ, guys, who would you pick? Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu experts.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu?
Yes.
In MMA, number 1, definitely Damian Maia. Damian Maia, I put him as number 1. Number 2, I would maybe Jacare Souza. Either him or which Gracie is it? Or maybe the Gracie that's in Bellator. I forgot his name. Either him or Lovato Jr., the other guy who's in Bellator too.
Royce Gracie was fighting in Bellator and Neyman Gracie was fighting in Bellator. Which one do you think? There is Royce and Neyman.
Neymar Gracie.
Neyman.
Neymar, and what's the other guy?
Neyman.
Neyman?
Neyman Gracie fought in Bellator, Royce Gracie fought in Bellator, Kron Gracie is in the UFC.
No, not Royce. Neiman Gracie. Yeah, Neiman Gracie. The
Yeah.
guy he's a 70-pounder I can't get down to right now. That guy's fat.
Yeah, that guy is a phenom. He gave a hard time to Rory McDonald.
But yeah, I'd probably say that David Maya, Chuck.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. That guy, fantastic. I think those three guys probably the top three for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. The best kicks in UFC, what do you think? Best kicks.
Best kickers?
Yes.
Number one, Edson Barbosa. Freaking the fastest, the strongest, the most diverse. His kicks are freaking amazing. Number two, I would say Anthony Pettis. He's got kicks you've never seen before, short type kick, you know. And then number three, who would be? I really can't put a third, but I would say number one for sure, Edson. That guy is no one compares to him. And then Pettis number two. And I really don't have a three, to be honest with you.
No problem for me. No problem for me. Number one has always been Mirko Cro Cop, and those guys are 2 and 3, definitely.
Mirko Cro Cop, yeah.
Yeah.
See, that thing is with me. I didn't get to watch him when I was younger, so I know he was like lethal with his kicks.
Yes.
But I didn't know how good he really was. You know, I got to watch him when he was much older. So like when he got knocked out by Gonzaga.
Yes.
You know, I didn't know if he was good. I was like, oh, this guy got knocked out. But people would be like, yo, this guy would kick everybody. He'd kick everybody in the head with his left leg, and then right leg hospital, left leg cemetery. So with that, I'm like, oh, you know. But yeah, I'd probably put him at the top of the list too.
Oh yeah, definitely. Who is your favorite champ in the world of UFC? Now champ, ex-champ, any champ. I mean, except of Khabib, of course.
My favorite champ or ex-champ? I have a couple that I really like. I like TJ Dillashaw a lot. I loved his style. I liked what he did, but obviously he got caught for PEDs or whatever he was caught doing.
He got caught for EPO.
EPOs, yeah. So that kind of like put it down for me, you know. I really liked him a lot. Who else? I liked Tyron Woodley for a little bit. Then I seen some holes in his, like not holes, but like just little things that he did. Like his gas tank was not the best. But I would say TJ Dillashaw was my number one. And then who else can I say? Khabib, obviously. I like Max Holloway a lot.
Yeah.
His striking, his precision, and his accuracy is better than anybody's. And it just felt like how you keep him from punches. He does great to stop champion. To pick somebody back, and maybe I could fight him one day. He is like punching, and he gets you tired, and he just keeps coming at you. So, but yeah, Max Holloway for sure.
The most powerful guy who has ever taken part in the UFC. What do you think? Who has the best power? You know, the powerful, strong guy. The strongest guy.
Most powerful?
Yes.
100% Francis Ngannou.
Yeah, I agree.
No one's stronger than that man. I'd put him at number one by 1,000 times over anybody. Would you say strongest or punching power?
Yeah, strongest. Punching power is Ngannou, definitely. Strongest.
If we were to say just strongest, I would put Brock Lesnar up there too. But if we were to put like, it punching power, I wouldn't put Brock Lesnar up there. I'd put Francis Ngannou number one, possibly Derek Lewis at number two, and let's see who else is in there. Oh, and Anthony Johnson for sure.
Rumble.
That man could hit. I'd probably put him at number two, and then Derek Lewis at number three. Yeah.
Yeah, you said Rumble Johnson. Yeah, Rumble Johnson was one hell of a guy, man. Hell of a fighter. Yeah, I enjoyed him. I enjoyed him definitely. The best cardio machine.
Cardio machine? Oh man. I put Colby Covington,
Agree.
the Diaz brothers. Those guys never get gassed. Well, before. Who never gets gassed? Diaz brothers, Colby, Kamaru. I've never really seen him get gassed. Khabib never gets gassed.
Yes.
You know, that dude never gets tired. So I'll probably put Khabib number one. Diaz brothers probably number two. I'll put two of them there. And then Colby Covington. That guy doesn't get tired either. Watched his fight against Robbie Lawler and he just wouldn't stop.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. And about celebration experts.
Say that again. Yep.
I was thinking the greatest celebrations and so on. You know.
I liked his celebration. Yoel Romero, his celebration's pretty cool. Where he jumps off cage and starts doing all this. Demetrius Johnson, Yoel Romero. Who else's celebrations is cool? Not something I really look at like crazy, but trying to think of someone else who celebrates pretty wildly. Can't really think, but I'd say Yoel Romero and Demetrius Johnson. I like the way they celebrate. You know, all his flips and stuff. Because I love to do a flip, so I see Demetrius Johnson do his flip. So, and Johnny Walker too. Johnny Walker, that man's
the guy who hurt himself celebrating, right?
He's fun to watch. Yes, he did the worm and broke his shoulder or something.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's the funniest guy, definitely.
Celebration's kind of wild.
Yeah.
He is reckless. He's wild. But yeah, I put him up there.
And who do you think is the greatest showman? You mean the greatest showman in the world of mixed martial arts?
Greatest showman, 100%. That one I already got on lock. Is that Michel Pereira guy? Got signed by the UFC, does backflips, does all that stuff.
Yeah, he can be fun from time to time. Trash talking.
Backflip stuff, and in the middle of the fight.
Yeah.
That guy's crazy.
Yeah, it's so funny. Yeah.
He is fun to watch, and just it's kind of, you're like, are you serious? This is what's happening right now? But yeah, he's definitely, I would put him number one. I think you could let a baby watch it, and like the baby would be excited to watch it. You know what I mean? It's not nothing like. I think you don't need to be a fan of like fighting or MMA to enjoy what he does. You know, he's exciting. Super exciting. If he's fighting, I'm watching. I'll tell you that.
Definitely. You don't have to be a fan at all.
Yes, exactly. That dude's freaking fun to watch, I'll tell you.
But according to your thoughts, I mean, in the world of trash talking, there are creative guys, there are simply guys who, don't talk the proper things and so on. But is there any entertaining trash talker? The guy who really entertains with his trash talking?
Oh, Conor McGregor, number one. It's weird when he talks. It's not like you do hate him, but you don't hate him. Because at the end, he backs it up, and you're like, wow, okay, this guy is not just talking shit. He backs it up every time. So it's actually pretty cool to hear him talk and then go and fight and do all that stuff. So he's the most entertaining trash talker. That's why I think he's really good for the sport. People he got a lot of people into the sport. Colby Covington, I don't like the way he talks because I think it's a little too much. But I feel like it's all an act on him. So I mean, I feel like that's not how he really is. But I would say Conor McGregor number one, and then I put Colby Covington number two. There's some guys who talk, and you're just like, what are you talking about? Like Tony Ferguson, when you hear him talk, you're like, yeah, he's not really, it's just like, what? So, but I'll put Colby probably number two, Conor McGregor number one. You can put Ben Askren number three just because he talks some shit, but even though it's not really good, but
Yeah, his preparation for Jorge Masvidal fight was pretty much entertaining. Masvidal turned the lights out pretty much quickly, but
yes, and then it got you, 5 seconds. Got you excited to watch the fight though, so you're like, okay, I want to watch this fight. But it all went to shit for him, and then he retired. But yeah, I would put those guys. Conor McGregor number one for sure.
yeah, it was so fun to watch, man. And who do you think, for the end, is the most dedicated fighter ever? The world-class level of dedication, 100% UFC, MMA, nothing else.
George St. Pierre. I'd say he's number one at dedication, and like for the sport, because he even talked about how much and like what his life had, what happened with his life, and all he thought about was fighting, and he just didn't stop training, and just like he had OCD too, so it like make him go crazy over fighting and this and that. So I'd say he's definitely number one. But yeah, I'd say he's number one for sure.
Yeah. Who'd I also put on that list? I don't know if you follow him, but Gilbert Durinho Burns.
Gilbert Burns?
Yes. Do you follow him?
Yes, I know Gilbert Burns. He's good. That guy's good. He was a 55 moved up to 70.
Yes.
In the UFC. I know he's very, very good. I don't know who he trains with, but I know that man is a good. He's a good fighter. I like him actually.
Yeah, he's a Brazilian, he lives in Boca Raton, Florida, but whenever somebody retires from the fight, he says on the Twitter, oh, listen, I know a man, I want to fight, he always wants to fight, he's always ready, he's always down for fighting, and when I interviewed him, I was just, listen, you got a wife, you got 2 children, how do you do this? You know what he said? I'm a fighter. He's always there at every event.
I like him. He's good. I like him, and I like watching him fight. I think he's entertaining too. Yes, I think is he fighting soon? Does he have a fight lined up? Or am I wrong?
At the
I don't know if he
moment,
has a fight lined up, but yeah, like you said, he'll probably find the fight ASAP. That man's.
At the moment, as much as I know, he's looking for a way to fight Leon Edwards or any other guy. He even challenged when Ortega pulled out of Korean Zombie fight, he even challenged. Give me a catch weight.
Yeah, he tried to fight it. It's wild. But yeah, I mean, yeah, he's good. I like him. I like his style. I like the way he presents himself, and I hope he fights one of those tough guys because he deserves it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I hope too. So,
yeah,
you're a great guy, Motaz. Yeah.
Yes. You're the man. Thank you so much.